sticking to her goal and all that she's been accomplishing in her business and in her practice. So, Jenifer, I would love to just hear from you. Like, where were you before we met, before you signed on to the program?
Well, I was just kind of in a place where maybe like confusion, not having much clarity, my mind kind of all over the place, feeling overwhelmed as a mother and running a business, and wanting a morning practice that really fit with me, um, a daily practice that I could really stick to, and also loving myself.
Yeah. And I'm curious now, Jenifer, after, 4 months in the program and having graduated and still, working on your practice, like what were some of the biggest takeaways? Like how did the program help you to reach your goals and where has it brought in you now?
Learning about the yamas and niyamas has made a big difference in my life. I have been doing yoga for a couple of years, but never learned or incorporated those into my practice or into my life. And just learning to be patient with myself, to love myself, to be kind to myself, to others, and filling my own cup has been big for me to be able to pour from my cup out into my life and into my family's life. But running a business, being a mom, and being overwhelmed, it's not easy, and it's messy. Like you say, it's messy, and learning that it's okay that it's messy and being okay with that.
Yeah, allowing it to be messy. And I know like always going live, I'm always like heart's beating, I'm starting to sweat. Like I know like how you were mentioning like how this really helped you believe in how special you are and the gifts that you have to share and kind of how it really allowed you to see your self-worth and that you do have something to offer and in the business that you want to begin to help other people too. Can you share a little bit more on how it helps you to believe in yourself and your abilities to share your gift and cultivate self-love?
Yeah, I just honoring myself and my body. I never really given myself the attention. I always give it to everybody else, and
Mm.
learning that it's okay to give it to myself, give myself attention and love, and I have had little confidence for a long time, and it's really stoked confidence in me
Mhm.
to actually be here right now. And I reached out to some friends and taught them a yoga class, which I always keep myself so isolated and
Mm.
sheltered, but being able to feel good in my
Mhm.
body and realize that I have gifts that I can share, and not to hide it. I don't want to hide it I don't want to dim that light anymore. That light really wants to shine. So this
Mm.
this mentorship has helped me shine that light.
Mm. Oh, I love it. And I love to hear you say you want to shine because, like, your commitment and consistency to keep showing up, like, it's the ripple effect. When we practice yoga and we help ourselves, we then going to help other people. So thank you for showing up the way that you do and doing the deep inner reflections because I think you're like superwoman. You have a business, you have a family, and you're doing your practice, and that's a lot. It's a lot to take on, and I'm happy to see you filling your own cup and setting those healthier boundaries when you need to. And I remember times where you're like, it's okay. I left my husband with the kids to eat and they were fine without me. I can do this. And I think like for a lot of moms, it's not about them not being able to. It's the guilt and the shame and the pressure we put on ourselves like we can't, but actually we can let go of a little bit of control and just allow and trust that, our partner or someone else can help us, and it's okay if we're not there 24/7. And at the same time, there's times where you didn't come to the call because you wanted to be with your partner, you wanted to be with your family, and you were able to dance the line between, like, am I doing this for me or am I needing this for me? And to be able to practice the art of listening. um what would you say to anyone that was like on the fence about, like, is this program for me? How can this actually help me to build confidence, practice self-care, reduce stress and anxiety and in the feelings that have come up for you?
Well, I would say, for me, it's helped the meditation and breathing has helped me release things that are inside, like the worry, the fear, the guilt, the lack of confidence. And um, through the asana practices and the meditation and breathing, you can release things that you're holding onto that don't serve you anymore. And you start to feel better in your body and start to crave, doing the asana.
Mhm.
And when you're feeling stressed or worried, you can come to a, breathing practice or a meditation, and it helps so much with everything throughout the day. It sets the tone for the day in the morning. Um, and if you I'd say if you're on the fence about it, I would definitely recommend doing it because it's just a way of life. It's something that we can always go back to,
Mhm.
even if, I've learned that, if we fall off the wagon for a little bit, it's okay. It's my yoga. It's my practice. I'm not confused anymore about, how I'm supposed to do it.
Right.
I show up and I do what I feel I need to do at that moment.
Mm.
And I love it. And I'll always go back to it.
Mm. Yeah, I love that you said that it's your practice and that it's a way of life, because it's a way of life that you make your own. And I think, like, that's such a huge takeaway that we're all human. I just made a Facebook post, like, I didn't practice in February and the full moon came and it swept me off my feet and I learned my lesson. And every day since I learned my lesson, I've been meditating again. I've been doing my yoga, and I went back. But sometimes we forget, sometimes life happens and we just keep coming back. And these are lifelong tools that you learn within the Live Your Yoga mentorship. And I'm really excited to see how you continue to use them for your family, for your kids, and to teach other people. So thank you, Jenifer, for being here. And I look forward to seeing you on our call tonight.
Thanks, Amber.
Bye.
Bye.